Hello guys, what is up? This is GalacticElliot welcoming you guys to week number 7 of the P4G. Your Chicago Cubchoos are going against Chase's Detroit Stillings. CrimsonCBad is our opponent this week, and we are bringing a very powerful team. A very interesting team, as we have made some acquisitions. If you guys missed my last battle, I had mentioned that we made some changes to our team, of course. So, our 3 changes to our team: Mega Absol was replaced with Mega Blastoise, and then we had Machamp, which was replaced with Pangoro, and then we also had Empoleon that was replaced with Metagross. So our team is looking different, but I feel it's looking a bit more well-rounded with the things that we need. And just the adjustments that we had made ever since we joined this league, as we have been in a replacement coach and all that. So let's get it rolling and going. I brought Thundurus, Mega Blastoise, Granbull, Mew, Cragganol, and Pangoro. So 2 of our new Pokemon are making a debut this week, which should be pretty darn cool. I actually did have a mess up this week. The doc mentioned that Chase had Salamence, and I believe the other Pokemon was Donphan. So, actually, he had Zygarde 50% and Meloetta as replacing those 2 Pokemon. He told me that on Discord before because I told him what my replacements were, but I think there was some miscommunication, aka I'm a fucking idiot and I misread what he said. So I thought that he got Donphan, and I thought that he got Salamence, when in reality he got Zygarde and he got Meloetta. I just realized it this morning. I wasn't really able to make many changes to the team, so we're gonna kind of go with the team that we built. I hope that he doesn't bring Meloetta because I'm not really too prepared for it. But honestly, man, I feel like the team's a little bit worse on his end without the Donphan, because without Rapid Spin, without Stealth Rock being a thing with Zygarde, it's gonna be really easy to get hazards up on his field, because the only two Pokemon on his team that can get rid of hazards are going to be the Scizor and the Pelipper with Defog. So the chances of him bringing Defog are quite slim. Honestly, Pelipper is very likely to have Defog, but that does screw him over of running a possible Scarf. So that makes me a little bit more, I guess, I don't know. I feel like I'm a bit more confident with that, and I feel like I can get Roxas pretty easily with that being said. And you know, with that being said, let's go ahead and go over his team. He has Mamoswine, Zygarde, Roserade, Meloetta, Mega Swampert, Pelipper, Scizor, Alakazam, Sock, Rotom, and Sneasel. And let's see what the 6 Pokemon he's going to bring are. And I think, okay, so he does not bring the Mega Swampert, but he brings the Pelipper. So that's kind of weird. By the way, I brought Cragganol for the purpose of the, freeze dry. And while Mega Swampert's not there, Pelipper is still there, so that's really nice with me. We are bringing a bit of an insane team within the Cragganol because we brought Hail and Aurora Veil. So we're going to be going against his Rain, and honestly, the only Pokemon that this really benefits on his team within the Rain factor is Scizor, because Rain does make Fire-type moves a little bit weakened, so he makes his move really quickly on what he wants to lead off with. I think he planned that out quite well, and I was thinking about possibly leading with Cragganol, depending on whether he would lead off with his Pelipper, but since he has Scizor, I think that's kind of a silly move to do. So I think the thing that I gotta do is I gotta set up Rocks right away, as his only thing to get rid of hazards, like I said, are Pelipper and Scizor, which he has both of them at the same exact time. I don't know if he really wants to deal with running Defog on either of them, and if he does, that will force him to, take a turn out of his check for that. Honestly, him not having Mamo is quite nice for me. I did have Grass on 2 of my Pokemon for Mamoswine and Donphan. He didn't even have Donphan in the first place, so a bit of a bummer on that end, but that's okay because, hey, I mean, we have grass coverage up for days whenever we don't really need it. It sucks in reality, but it's all good. My goal, as always, is just to have a fun time in this league, and that's what we're going to go for. If I lose the remainder of my games, hey, I'm like, what, 3-3 right now? That's really good for a team that I, didn't even draft in the first place. So we're going to kind of go with that mentality. We're going to kind of see how we're going to go with the Solitary League approach, and we're going to have a good time. And I hope you guys have been enjoying the matches. I've been hearing a lot of, good things about it, and I appreciate all of your support. Thank you guys so much. It means a lot. We also are going to be having the NPA coming by pretty soon. He's going to start with Tony Stark, the Scizor. So a bit of an unfortunate lead on our end, unfortunately, because we are leading up with our Mew. And this always seems to happen, me having these bad leads. But, hey, what are you going to do, right? What are you going to do? So, I feel like he's just going to go straight off for a U-turn. And, what I was thinking of doing was going into Granbull, but, I don't know. Maybe he's going to go for a Bug Bite, possibly. I don't think he will go for Bug Bite. I think he's going to go straight for the U-turn, trying to get some momentum going for, him and in general. So, the only lead the only Pokemon that I can really go into right now would be Big Ramble. And if I do that, then what is he going to go out into, more than likely? He can go probably out into his Alakazam, but I don't know if that's really too smart on his end. He'd probably want to come right back into Scizor, to be honest. I'm just going to go into my Gertrude. We're going to get the Intimidate drop, and he's probably going to go for the U-turn turn 1. This could be a misplay if he goes for, like, a move that isn't a pivot, so, in general, if he doesn't go for the U-turn. So, we're going to see how it's going to go. A bit of a bad lead, but it's all good. He's going to go for the Toxic Scizor, so looking quite bulky. I was not expecting that whatsoever. So, Toxic Scizor, we do have Heal Bell on this Gramble, but I don't know, that's really weird. I don't think I've ever seen anybody run Toxic on a Scizor, so good gimmick over there, Chase, good gimmick. That's pretty awesome, actually. I respect that a lot. So, I presume this thing is quite bulky, man. I can kind of chalk that up as a bulky set. So, with that being said, he probably won't be able to hit me too hard. I'm going to go ahead and drop a nice little Overheat. As we have Overheat on our beautiful Gramble over here, I'm going to surprise him and go for a nice little Overheat. He's not going to switch out. There's no way he's going to switch out. He switches out. I stand corrected. This man is crazy. He goes into Indra, which is the Pelipper. Wow, he did fucking switch. Okay, this guy's a dweeb. I love Chase, though. But he's a fucking dweeb. And he actually made the right call because I went for Overheat, and now he knows I have Overheat. That kind of sucks, but you know what? It's all good, man. It's all good. So, we're going to get the special attack decrease, which doesn't matter because that's my only special attacking move in general. At this point, I can't stay in because I have no sort of special defense whatsoever. I got to go ahead and switch on to something. And, honestly, I don't really have much to switch into. I don't really have much coverage in terms of going against this Pelipper. Pelipper's quite the weak Pokemon, though. I'm not too worried about it. And honestly, I feel like I have to just go out into Mew. He's probably just going to go for the U-turn, though. But if I just continuously think, oh yeah, he's just going to go for this or this or this, then I'm not really going to get much accomplished. So I'm just going to go into Mew over here. Again, bad lead equals a bad start. But hey, we've always recovered, or at least we try to recover. He makes a double switch, and he goes out to Tony Stark. So great plays on Chase's part. Just making the reads, making the plays, and we're going to just go right back into where we started off from turn 1. He's going to be like, yo, he's going to go into Mew turn 1. He's going to go back into Mew, and you know what? Good plays on you, man. Good plays on you, Chase. Good shit, man. Good shit. He's probably going to expect me to go back into my Gramble, though, but he has no reason to just go for a U-turn again. And, I mean, I don't know. He seems like a bulky Scizor, but I can't tell what kind of Scizor he's going to have. I can't really base what I think on stats. Maybe he was bluffing not being banned, and he's going to drop like a nice little banded fucking U-turn right now. I have no idea. With him switching so easily on me on my Gramble, either he predicts I have the Overheat, or he's trying to bluff and he's actually a banded set. So I really have no business staying in right now. That's gonna be a really, really silly move for me to just stay in. So he has Zygarde, and Zygarde's such a piece of shit because if he goes for Overheat, and if he goes for not Overheat, if he goes for Outrage, and I don't have my Gramble, that can be a bit of a bummer. Problem is that I really don't have much to switch into this Scizor on, or with, I should say. I kind of wish I put like HP Fire or like something like that on my Thundurus right now, because that would be really nice for me. But I don't have that. See, I really want to get Rocks up, but he's stopping me from getting Rocks up. So he's being a bit snarky out here. I really don't want to let go of my Gramble early. That's the last thing I want to do. But I think that's the only thing we can kind of do at this point. So I'm just going to go back to the Gramble. And he's probably just going to go for the U-turn, trying to get some momentum. Or he's probably going to go for a Toxic, predicting me a switch. We'll see what happens. I can kind of tell what kind of Scizor he's going to be if he does a damaging move. He's going to go for the U-turn. So we made the right play. We're just going to see how much that does. So that did about like 20 damage or so. We don't see any sort of life orb. It seems like a bulky set. I mean, talk about 20 damage in general. I didn't really see what damage input that was necessarily. I probably should have paid more attention to that, but that's fine. I mean, yeah, we could definitely say it was we could definitely say that was a defensive Scizor. We definitely say it was a defensive Scizor. He's gonna go back into no, he's actually gonna go out into Roserade this time. Okay, so he gets a nice little pivot going on over here, and at this point he's free to just go off and use spikes if you really wanted to. He can bluff going for Sludge Bomb and go for spikes. And that could really cost me the match if he can get free spikes on the field. Now, I do have Rapid Spin on my Mega Blastoise, though, which is nice. But I can't really do with that. I think he's leftover Scizor. I'm gonna say he's leftover Scizor for now. Toxic, U-turn. He can be expert, but he can be sneaky with that Scizor, man. That's really, really scary. And I mean, I can see what kind of Roserade. I mean, Roserade's definitely just gonna kill me if he's like even bulky Spike set. If he has that nice little Sludge Bomb, that will definitely just kill off my Granbull, no matter what. I would think, yeah. How much would that do if I had my Craganow out? Because my Craganow is really, really nice in this match. And depending on the set, if he's kind of more of like a bulky set, Sludge Bomb won't really do much. If he's more of an offensive set, that will do a chunk. But like I said, he can just bluff it and go for these spikes. Spikes will do a number to my team, especially my Rapid Spinner, who will be hit by spikes. And he actually has no reason not to go for Toxic Spikes, actually. So that's a bit of a bummer. I do have Recover on my Craganow, though. And we can outspeed a Roserade. So I'm going to go out into my Craganow right now. This may be a misplay, and I may be putting myself in a bad spot over here. Maybe setting myself up for like a nice little 6-0, but hey, we're going to see what we're going to do. He's going to go for the Giga Drain. We'll go from 151 to 113. 151 to 113. That did 29%. That is an offensive Roserade, I believe. That seems like an offensive Roserade. Nice to know. We don't see any Life Orb, though, so it's not that offensive. He's probably Black Sludge offensive. So, yeah, he's definitely a Black Sludge, I would think. Black Sludge with Giga Drain. Nah, he's more so he's not as offensive as you would think, at least. I'm gonna go ahead and just go for a Hail. This is my Hail Aurora Veil set that we're about to just show off right now. And we have Recover, so we can recover some health if we really want to. He's probably gonna go out into his Scizor, though. Bit unfortunate, but hey, we're gonna drop the Hail out here. We're gonna see how this is gonna kind of go, and we're gonna kind of surprise him. We're gonna kind of surprise him with this nice little gimmick. This nice little gimmick over here. Drop that beautiful, beautiful Hail, and yeah, you're gonna, you know, possibly destroy a Sash if he has. We're gonna see leftovers, so we're random about the leftovers and the Scizor. He's gonna just get that health rate back. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. That's cool. What kind of ability does Craganow actually have? I think he gets like Ice Body or something. Actually, no, he has Levitate. What am I saying? Okay, he has Levitate. What am I saying? I'm a bit derpy right now. I apologize. Bullet Punch would just decimate me right now, and he knows that. He knows that would just absolutely decimate me. Now we just don't have much of a good switch in right now. That's the unfortunate part. If I go out into, if he uses U-turn on this turn, and I go out into my Thundurus, that's just calling him to bring out his Alakazam. Because then he gets a free U-turn switch in Alakazam. That's just unfortunate. Well, we're gonna see how this is gonna go. I am just gonna go out into my Thundurus at this point. Actually, he's a defensive Scizor. I feel like he doesn't even have the Steel Stab. I feel like he's, I don't know. I'm gonna go out into my Granbull again. That's what we're gonna end up doing. I know I'm going like flipsy flopsy. I'm not really getting any sort of momentum, and I know I just showed off my Hail, and it's just not good news. But hey, we're gonna see just what this thing can do. Does it have the Steel Stab? It has U-turn. I feel like it doesn't have Steel Stab, and that's gonna be really nice to know for future reference. That's gonna be really nice to know for future references. I don't want to just leave my, I don't want to leave my you know, Craganow in for no reason. That's just stupid. He's gonna go into Indra again, which is the Pelipper. He's gonna bring back the hit. He's gonna bring back the Drizzle to negate my Hail. Okay, that's fine. I kind of wish I stayed in and went for the Auroraville that turn, but I don't want to risk for no reason any sort of shenanigans. Okay. At this point, I'm just gonna stay in and go for the Heal Bell. Or is Heal Bell really that important? Is me being toxic really important at Gertrude? I have the Agua Berry. Now here's the question: if he goes for a Scald over here, do I just outright die? I really want this Agua Berry to pop, so therefore I can get like 75% of my health back, or not really 75%, but 50% from 25. So I'll end up being 75%. Pelipper. With Pelipper in the rain, just absolutely just destroy me. No, I think there's a really small chance that I like live. I'm not really willing to take that risk. But as soon as that time, I'm just gonna go for a heal bell. If he kills me off, that's a bit unfortunate. But hey, he's gonna go for Surf. Yeah, I should have switched into my. I should have just switched into my Mew. But that's fine. We're gonna die over here no matter what, because this thing is definitely a offensive set. So we're gonna lose our Granbull, which is unfortunate. Very, very unfortunate. So he's Surf over Scald. That's nice to know at least. We didn't see any item. He's probably Damp Rock, honestly. I'm gonna say he's Damp Rock. But I don't know why he'd be Damp Rock if he doesn't even have Mega Swampert. He probably has some sort of gimmick with Rain on his team. We don't know his item. It's maybe Leftovers. Maybe he's Scarfed. I'm just gonna see how much this would do to Mew, because I don't want Mew taking so much unnecessary damage just to get rocks up, even though rocks are pretty darn important. I'm gonna say Pelipper is a offensive rain setter, let's say. And he has Surf. That's gonna do a big chunk. That's gonna do a big chunk. But I feel like it's really important to get my rocks up right now and force him to possibly go for a, possibly have him go for a defog. We're gonna kind of see what the set is. If he shows U-turn over here, that shows that he's not Scarfed. So let's see what he's gonna end up having. He doesn't have Leftovers, because we used it over here and he didn't get any HP back. So we know he's on Leftovers. So he's either Damp Rock or he's something else. He's gonna withdraw, so he doesn't have the U-turn, or he's possibly just Scarfed in general. He's gonna go on into his beautiful Scizor, which he has the revert to go into, man. The Scizor is putting in the work, and we're gonna see if his last move is going to be Defog, and if it is, then that makes his only move U-turn, which is nice to know. Very, very nice to know. We don't have our heal bell user anymore, which is unfortunate. I am well, this thing's more physically defensive than anything else. How much can Blastoise do to this thing? A defensive Scizor, let's say this is, which I'm sure it is, because its moveset just kind of gives it away. The fact that it's Leftovers just kind of gives it away. I know I'm kind of going back and forth right now, but this is where I really need to sneak the momentum in general. We got the rocks up on the field, and he definitely has the defog, man. I feel like he just definitely has the defog no matter what. If he doesn't have the defog, that's really nice for me. That's really nice for me if he doesn't have the defog. Mega Blastoise can't really do too much to it, but I could possibly burn him. And he really can't do too much damage to me. So I'm going to go right into my beautiful Mega Blastoise. We're going to get some beautiful Mega Blastoise action going for you guys. First time showing this thing off. Our new toys are here to play. It's going to be a good time. We have Rain Dish, which is super nice. He's going to go for the Toxic. So is he trying to show that he doesn't have the defog? Is he trying to show that? We have the Rain Dish, so we're going to get this HP right back, thankfully. Unless we get healed first. Okay, so we do not even get the Rain Dish back. That fucking sucks. I'm gonna Mega Evolve, and I mean, this is a bit of a tough play because he's probably just gonna go into Pelipper over here. How much does Pelipper take? I'm gonna say it's an offensive set because he had Surf. Scald does decent damage, especially in the rain. I'm just gonna go for Scald. I have no reason not to. No reason not to just go for a Scald. If he stays in, that's cool. If this thing's defensive, I should be able to outspeed him. He is gonna stay in. So depending on what his set is, I should be able to outspeed him because we do have. If he's trying to, you know, speed creep me, yeah, he's just gonna stay in. So we're gonna do a lot of damage in the rain. Get no burn. He has Roost as his last move. So he's trying to use that Toxic Stall to his advantage. He's trying to use Toxic Stall to his advantage. That's nice to know, though, that he does. His only move is U-turn. That's nice to know that his only move is U-turn. In terms of damage piling up with Toxic, it's not the best news, though. It is not the best news for us. And even if he's defensive, U-turn would still do a chunk to my Cragganol, so I can't just bring a Cragganol for free. Because U-turn will still do a lot to it. It's going to be really tough to will this thing down. That's going to be the toughest thing for me, unfortunately. He knows that this thing can just pivot in and out if he really wants to, and I don't really have much fire coverage on it. I feel like that's one thing that our team really lacked, that fire coverage. If I can get a Scald Burn, that'd be very nice, though. I'm going to go for a Scald again. A bit of a foolish play, which may cost me, but I do want to get a Scald Burn over here. We got the Scald Burn, so that's going to be pretty nice. Just so U-turn will do minimal damage. This, piled up with a Toxic, though, will do a good chunk. He is going to get free momentum to go into whatever he wants. So Blastoise is take a damage that it does not want to take. And at this point, he may just go into Pelipper and possibly just go for a Defog if he has it. But we know that Scizor... Actually, no, we saw Toxic, U-turn, and Roost. So we don't even know all of its moves. I don't think. We got Ivy over here. Roserade. Okay. He's definitely just going to go for the Giga Drain. He has no reason not to just go for Giga Drain over here. I'm not as scared of the Scizor as I once was, though. So I'm going to go out into my Cragganol. And if he wants to go for his shenanigans and spike it up, then hey, he can go right for it. We have some Pokemon that's levitating, and we're going to try to take advantage of it. He's going to go for the Giga Drain. So they do a big chunk, but we do have Recover. We do have Recover. He can have the Steel move as his last move, though. Because I believe I've only seen Toxic, U-turn, and Roost, unless he used another move. But I'm pretty sure those are the only 3 moves I've seen, so he can have this Steel... He can have the Steel move as his last move. I'm just going to go for the Recover over here. He's probably just going to go back into his Scizor, though. But I feel like it's really important to keep my Cragganol intact because it does do a number to his team despite us not looking in the best position right now. It has Freeze Dry for the Zygarde, it has Freeze Dry for the Roserade, it has Freeze Dry for the Pelipper. So those are 3 Pokemon that it hits 2 times, 2 of them being super effective. So he has the Spikes. He's going to show them off. This Pokemon just outright kill my Frosty, though. Because if it outright kills me, that's a problem. If it doesn't outright kill me, I'm just gonna fucking stay in, dude. If he's Technician, which he definitely will be Technician, Bullet Punch will have a chance to kill me if he has it. I'm gonna go for the Hail this turn. I'm gonna go for the Hail. He probably won't anticipate it, but he knows I can't do anything to his Scizor, so he has no reason not to just go into his Scizor right now. And he has no reason not to be Technician either. He has literally no reason not to be Technician. He's going to stay in, though, which is super nice. He's going to try to pile up Spikes, which isn't good. I'm not saying it's good. It's pretty fucking bad. But, if I can get this, he's going for Sleep Powder. Oh, come on. Sleep Powder? Oh, that's annoying. So it's Giga Drain, Sleep Powder. So we're going to see if this thing is Black Sludge. It's not Black Sludge. Giga Drain, Sleep Powder. Oh, that's so annoying. And Spikes. Probably Sludge Bomb is his last move. Or Toxic Spikes if he wants to really, really pile up some craziness. Damn, dude. I really want to get my Aurora Veil up. And I don't want to be asleep right now. He's just going to pile... Oh, he has Shadow Ball as his last move. So he doesn't even have Sludge Bomb. Okay, so he anticipated the switch into Mew. Interesting. So now I know his full moveset. Let's hope for us to wake up soon. That'd be nice. We're just going to stay in, though. He's going to go for Giga Drain. 100%. Okay, we can live another one. But if we wake up right now, it's perfect. If we don't, that's a bit of an issue. Okay. We actually need to wake up right now and recover. He actually could just switch out right now. He actually could just go ahead and switch out right now into Scizor. That would be the best move for him. We actually are going to wake up. We're going to use Recover. So he has no way to get us asleep now. We have one more Hail turn, so we can get our Aurora Veil up right now, which would be really, really nice. And he isn't anticipating Aurora Veil as he's just staying in and not switching out. So I'm cool with that. Hopefully Hail is one more turn, I believe. It should be one more turn. It should stay up. It should stay up. Cool. I'm going to go for Aurora Veil. We're going to show off Aurora Veil. And now we're going to have 8 turns. Well, 7 turns after this one. With +2 defense and social defense. I'm pretty sure that's what Auroraville does. Well, as far as light screen and recover. So he's actually going to switch that over here. He's going to go into Tony Stark, and we're going to get a free Auroraville up, which would be so beautiful. And now he just can't do much to us in terms of damage. And he probably was not anticipating that at all. So we're going to show off Auroraville, Cragonal, without Hail being on the team at all, which is super nice. Hail does we're off now, so we got that out. Now his moves are going to do -4. I can go out into my Mew if I really felt like it right now. And we are looking very, very nice. We are looking very, very nice. So, as far as things go, it is a bit unfortunate. I really wish I had more coverage on my Thundurus. I don't have any sort of Ice or Fire type move, so that's a bit unfortunate. But I'm just going to go out into my Thundurus at this point. Or should I go into my Leonardo and... Well, no, he only has 1 Pylon Spikes on my field, so I feel like I'm a bit better than anything else. He's probably going to go for a Toxic, though. I would imagine he's going to go for Toxic. He knows my Military moveset at this point. Actually, no, he doesn't know I have Freeze Dry, but, I mean, why wouldn't I have Freeze Dry? We're in good HP range, though. I'm feeling a bit confident with that, so I'm just going to switch out into my Thundurus at this point, and we can do some decent damage. And next turn, I'm going to go for Knockoff just to get some nice nice knockoff percentage plus getting rid of the item, which should be pretty cool. A bit of a long match. He has some stalling Pokemon for sure, so we're gonna have to play around that a little bit. Yeah, Sleep Powder and Rosary. That's a bit of an annoying Pokemon right there, and Sleep Powder does have a big chance to miss, but knowing my luck, not really. I'm just gonna go for the knockoff though, and knock off the leftovers. If he hard switches, that'd be pretty nice. He's not gonna hard switch though. Why would he hard switch? He's probably just gonna go for the Toxic, honestly. He is gonna land all the Toxics. All the Toxics in the world. Which is a bit unfortunate. But that's pretty much been the theme of this match so far. Just unfortunate events. Now, can Thunderbolt from this range just kill? If Thunderbolt just kills from this range, that'd be very, very nice. But if he's very, very defensive, he probably will be able to survive it. I'm just gonna go for the Thunderbolt though. He's probably just gonna stay in and let this thing die. Hopefully this does land the kill. This thing's super defensive. This thing's literally built just to stall. And I have no way to kill this thing whatsoever. Chase is out here wanting to drop some wins, man. He's out here just trying to get some wins. Now, do I just screw myself over by, like, just not having anything to touch this thing and my Healbell Pokemon being dead? I probably do. I probably just lose. Because I have nothing that really can hit this thing too hard, and Roost is just going to be able to constantly go up and up and up. I have no way to Toxic this thing. It's already burned anyways. So even if I had, like, a Slander or Salazzle, then, I mean, I can't even Toxic it. So, yeah, that's a thing. This is so annoying, dude. This is really annoying because I have no sort of fire coverage on this team, and I didn't anticipate a super duper defensive Scizor to basically go ahead and run over my team. And I mean, hey, it's okay, man. He saw the opportunity to prep for this, and he prepped for it. You know, he's gonna go for Roost. If you can miss a Toxic, that'd be perfect. But I'm not gonna rely on Hacks on that point. I mean, it'd be nice. Don't get me wrong, but. I mean, that's me speaking because, I mean, that's just basically me because I always miss my 90% accurate moves, let's be real. I'm just gonna go for Drain Punch though. Because he has Spadef coverage right now. He has Spadef on his team. He doesn't have Defog from what I can tell. And that's nice to know. We can still bring this back, it's just gonna be really, really difficult. He's gonna withdraw, he's probably just gonna go to Pelipper at this point. Yeah. And now we're going to see if Pelipper has Defog or not. He probably will just have Roost. Knowing how his team has been so far, it probably will have Roost. We're going to see how bulky this thing is, though. We're going to see how bulky this thing is. I'm definitely going to stay in because I'm not dealing with no... this thing's not bulky at all. I'm not going to deal with any sort of shenanigans with Hurricane. No way. No way am I dealing with any sort of shenanigans with Hurricane. That's just not worth it. Now we still have the Aurora Villa for 2 more turns. So that's a thing. So let's reflect the light screen up on our side of the field. As far as things go, Hurricane from a Pelipper. Doesn't do much at all. And we could probably just pick it off with our Mew. So I'm going to go right into Mew. That's going to be our play. 100%. Just go out into our Mew and just try to see what we can do, man. We have Aurora Veil up, so this shouldn't do much damage at all. I unfortunately don't have recovery on this Mew. We're going to see possible defog. He's going to go for the Hurricane, 100% accuracy. Possibly Confusion. It didn't do nothing because of the Aurora Veil, thankfully. And we're not going to get confused. Nice. Okay, cool. That's cool. That's cool. That's cool. That is cool with me. I really just want to go for a double and go out into Pangoro right now, knowing that he's just going to go into Scizor. It's going to run out of... It's obviously just going to waste my turns of Aurora Veil, and that's probably what he was trying to do. He's probably just trying to, you know, stall out my Aurora Veil, which, you know, that's what you should do. But, yeah, I'm just going to double out. We're going to go right back into Pangoro. We're going to take unnecessary spikes damage, which sucks, but that's fine. If he goes for a Hurricane again, then props to him. He's going to switch out, so that was a very, very risky move on my end. But I know he's going to go back to Scizor because that's a safety net. And now he's forced into possibly switching out again. And I don't think Pelipper would appreciate it taking more and more damage as time rolls in. So at this point, he is forced to either just stay in a U-turn or to just stay in and go for life, to go for Toxic. And I'm just going to go for a Drain Punch and see what he's going to do at this point. I don't think he really has a good switch into Pangoro. And I don't think he really wants to stay in because he can't take 2 Drain Punches. So he is going to double on over here forcefully. So he's going to go back out into his Pelipper. And Drain Punch plus the Stealth Rock should be able to take this thing out. Thankfully, we won't be able to see any sort of rain in the future, which would be really, really nice. And that is going to pick up the kill. So that's good. Pelipper isn't really much of a big threat. But, I mean, it's a Pokemon down. So at least we're not going to get 6-0. Pangoro kills Pelipper. That's fine. We're going to take Life Orb Recoil. Now, I'm not sure if that thing was Damp Rock or not, though. I never really figured that out. I could probably check as far as the turns went, because I've seen rain on the field for most of this battle, other than me getting the hail up. So, I can presume that thing is Damp Rock. He's going to go into Prometheus. Prometheus the Alakazam. Definitely has the Focus Blast / Dazzling Gleam. I don't have Ice Shard on my Kragonal, so I can't break the Sash. I had my Grambo be able to survive a hit from it to activate the Aquav. I don't really want to get rid of my Prometheus yet. How well can Mew take a hit from this thing? He probably has Shadow Ball, so I think that's kind of a wasteful calc to search up, because he has all this different type of coverage in Alakazam, which is just unfortunate. Gonna take Dazzling Gleam. He's definitely gonna have Dazzling Gleam coverage. If only I still had Aurora Veil up, that would be perfect, but I don't. Let's see, a Shadow Ball. How well does Mew take these hits, man? He does not take hits very well. Yeah, this is an issue for sure. And if he has Side Shock, then that absolutely obliterates my Kragonal. It absolutely obliterates my Kragonal if he has Side Shock, which he probably would have, honestly. And even if he doesn't, I feel like 2 Psychics may just kill me in the end. But I will just go on into Kragonal at this point. If he has the Focus Blast, that's nice to know. But I do want to break the Sash, if anything else. And he probably will not do. He probably will not let me get my Aurora Veil. If he has a Dazzling Gleam, 106 to 66. 106, 66. So 41. That's a 26%. He's Life Orb, or that was a high roll. 66, 41%. I could survive a Psychic, but it's very, very unlikely that I will survive a Psychic. I don't have Ice Shark, but we're just gonna go for the Freeze Dry. He's probably just gonna go back into Scizor. He has no reason to just stay in against, like, you know, Alakazam. The only thing that he doesn't want to do is let me get Hail plus a Rare Veil up again. So I feel like he's kind of like forced to stay in a way, and kind of go with the Psychic and hope that it kills, which it has a good chance to kill. He doesn't know that we're not really bulky. And he might just think that we're max speed, max visual attack, timid, which we are, but we aren't max speed because, you know, speed creeps. He doesn't have Slash Strike, because if he had Slash Strike, he would just go for it. He's going to switch out, which, you know, I wish I got rid of his thing, but that's fine. He's going to go out into Tony Stark, which just proves to be more and more of a bummer. And I mean, he's just gonna farm up some. He's just gonna farm up a little bit over here. He's probably just gonna go for the Blow Punch. If he has it, he's gonna go for it. If he doesn't have it, I'm just gonna recover. He has the Blow Punch. Okay, good plays on Chase. He didn't show the Blow Punch until the end, which he's smart for doing. Showing why he is an elite battler. His record doesn't show that he's a really good battler, but I mean, he's in the GBA and he's just showing nothing but great battling expertise. So I'm seeing that right now, and I don't think anybody can really doubt it, man. He's a really good battler, and he's just doing all the right plays. And you could debate that I'm not really playing well, but at the same time, he built very well for my team. So shouts to Chase, man. He's just putting in a very, very, very good match right now. Now, how much would a knockout from a Pangoro do? Because he's at about like 38%, I would say, in terms of HP. Knockout probably wouldn't even kill, because he doesn't have his leftovers anymore, because I already knocked him off. Knockout still has a chance to kill. But I think for safe measures, a Drain Punch would do a lot. I'm just going to go for the Drain Punch. He's probably just going to let this thing sack off and die, even though Scizor has been the answer. Pangoro, on the other hand, is just a beast. He's going to go for the Blow Punch, just let this thing die. I mean, that's a smart player over there. He's going to get some good damage off on me. We're going to get Drain Punch off. Should just go ahead and kill him off. So the Scizor's finally dead. Pangoro picks up 2 kills on its debut. So even if we only get 2 kills, at least Pangoro got 2 of them. And I had this thing in the not P4G, the NPA last season, and it was such a beast. Pangoro always put in the work, always just poking holes that people wouldn't like even assume would be even punched. Like, it's so good, dude. It's such a good Pokemon. I wish I brought it in a little bit sooner on the Scizor, but it's, you know, it's all good. It's all good. Scizor lead was such a good play on his part, though, as he pretty much had that on just on lock, and he has no reason not to just go into his Alakazam right now. He has absolutely no reason to go into Alakazam right now. But what I may end up doing is I may end up just going for the Bullet Punch. Because honestly, he may assume that I'll just, oh, he goes in the Siren. Okay, so Meloetta comes out. Definitely has some sort of, you know, what if he is the other set, the pure air form, I believe it was called. If he is the pure air form, that'd just be hilarious. There's a good chance that he's substitute. I don't want it to be substitute at all. This thing gets Dazzling, I'm pretty sure. Would he run Dazzling on both of his psychic types? Probably. Because you gotta have that good coverage. And there's no way I'm gonna be able to outspeed. No way whatsoever. Does this thing have Dazzling Gleam? Of course it does. Okay. How much would a Bullet Punch do to Meloetta? I feel like I kind of need my Pangoro still, so I feel like it'd be kind of wasteful for me to just let it die. Knockoff would alright kill it, obviously, but unfortunately, Bullet Punch doesn't do shit. Doesn't do anything whatsoever. He could just go for sub over here, though. He could just go for the sub over here. You know what I need to do? I need to just go on into Mew. How well does Mew take hits? Pretty darn well. Let's say he has Shadow Ball, which he probably does. I'm gonna go into Mew. Mew has Tailwind. I brought Tailwind Mew for the chances of me setting it up. and possibly just coming in with something like Pangoro and poking damn holes. And I think no matter what, I should be able to outspeed pretty much anything on his team after I get a Tailwind up. He's gonna go for the return, so this is a physical Meloetta. Is this really pre-rate Meloetta though? I'm cool with that, honestly. I'm cool with him being physical. Is he Scarf? Now that would be the issue if he's Scarf, man. I don't want to deal with a Scarf Meloetta, because then I cannot speed it right now. He's Life Orb. He just showed Life Orb. What am I saying? Perfect. Life Orb. Return. Okay. Now I gotta make sure that I outspeed an Alakazam at max speed with my Pangoro. Because I can bring this back, guys. I can bring this back. And that would be so hype if I can. I will try everything in my might to bring this shit back, man. We almost brought him back last week until I got a crit. And I'm not even going to talk about that crit because I know I was salty as fuck and I apologize for that. But let's move past that salts and let's try to bring this one back. So, we're base 86 speed. Times 2, I don't think we'll outspeed Alakazam. We will not. After Tailwind, we will not outspeed Alakazam, even though we're going to have Tailwind up. But Mega Blastoise will. So I'm going to let this thing die. I'm going to go for Tailwind. Let's fucking do it, man. Let's fucking do it. Relic Song, so we are not going to be able to outspeed this thing, actually. Never mind. A bit unfortunate. We will not live. And I think we just lose at this point. This thing is pre-ref form Meloetta, which I've never gotten against in my life. So, this is going to be kind of fun. I figured that we may be able to outspeed this thing, but he is max speed. And with that being said, I think that just may be a GG. Because this thing will be able to outspeed everything on my team at this point. Have that dual stab in return and possible Drain Punch. And like I said, it will just be able to outspeed everything. So we're not going to be able to bring it back. Really hope that... I really wanted to bring this back, but we couldn't. And that's fine. We tried our best. Can I bring in Mega Blastoise against this Meloetta? Can I bring in Mega Blastoise against this Meloetta? GG to my man Chase right now, though. He's just putting in the work. Let's see, Drain Punch. Let's say this thing is Jolly. Max attack. Against Mega Blastoise. We may be able to live it. Well, no, he's Life Orb. I forgot I count for Life Orb. Either way, this is my best chance to win. Just going into Mega Blastoise right now. Trying to hit Scald. Drain Punch will just kill me though, honestly. Actually, Return will automatically kill me. Because Return will just be stabbed and just destroy my life. Yeah. This thing may just sweep me. And, you know, it's fine. It's fine. It is fine. Like I said, he played well, and I didn't play too well, and I didn't have any answers for the Scizor. So, it's a bit unfortunate, man. It is a bit unfortunate. I'm just gonna go for the Thunderbolt. We're not gonna go for the knock. We're gonna go for the Thunderbolt. At this point, I have nothing to kill the Zygarde, so he can just go into Zygarde, preserve the differential in case I live. But I won't live because this thing's pro at fucking Meloetta with Return. So there's no way I'm gonna survive that in any sort of dimension or universe. So kind of sucks that Mega Blastoise couldn't really shine its debut, but that's, you know, the least of my worries personally. That's the least of my worries. So we're just gonna go into Pangoro at this point. And we are just gonna go lose because that's that's pretty much how the cookie's gonna crumble. Return's just gonna kill me. He's gonna outspeed no matter what. I'm just gonna go for the Bullet Punch though, in case I can somehow score like some sort of kill, which I won't. It's gonna do like 25%, and that is a GG. So GG to Chase, guys. Go drop Chase some love. CrimsonCBad. Those links will be in the description down below. He's a fantastic battler, a fantastic dude, and very worth the subscription to follow, honestly. By the way, this is GalacticElliot, and yeah, we took the 4-0, and honestly, man, I don't feel bad about it. I just feel like we could have prepped a little bit better. I didn't really have much time to build. At the same time, I also built against a wrong team. So with those two things being an account, I mean, I'm not gonna blame that on why I lost, but hey, it all goes down to building and then how you go with how you battle. So it's all good, man. GG to Chase. Show him some love, guys. Either way, this is GalacticElliot, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace.